Hey, let's come back to the basics. So, my basic yoga course today goes so basic that I don't want to hear any excuses why not to do yoga. I don't have yoga pants. Someone once told me, you don't actually need yoga pants. Yoga pants are those pants that you're wearing right now because you will do just a little bit of yoga. Another one is the mat. I don't have a yoga mat. Well, you don't actually need a yoga mat. We use the yoga mat for the grip. So if you find a surface that has a good grip, normally just a normal floor will do you if you're not doing any advanced poses. So just to do a light, nice practice, you do not even need a yoga mat. If you get a yoga mat, I do recommend to invest in a good one. If you have a slippery, cheap yoga mat that is very muffy, squishy, it's just going to make your practice much more difficult and unpleasant. So invest to a good yoga mat when you want to, if you want to. If you don't, you can even just use a rag or a towel, for now at least. So we didn't get to do any yoga poses last time. Today I will bring you to a downward facing dog, one of the main poses that we hear on a yoga class to be done. Adho, mukha, svasana. So all of these yoga poses, they have a Sanskrit name as well. Adho, mukha, svasana means downward facing dog, as Adho being down. Urdha Mukha Svasana is upward facing dog, another pose that we will do a little bit later on in our practice. Downward facing dog being our first pose because I wish you to bring your head underneath your heart. We wish to ease up the blood flow from the heart, so all through the day if you are sitting up, your blood is pumping upwards to the brain. When we now bring the head underneath the heart, the blood flow is eased up and you get much more blood to the brain as well. Same time as we do the downward facing dog, we also get a nice stretch to the back of the thighs as well as to the arms. So to start your down dog, bring your hands under your shoulders. I tuck my toes under and from here push myself up. So hips are my highest part. Drop your head down so you do not create any stress to your neck. Legs about hip width apart, so don't bring them all together. And palms wide open. I have big hands. I'm pushing my hands against the mat while lengthening through the spine, dropping my head down and breathing through the nose. This is your downward facing dog. If you wish to do a little extra here, you can now push your heels down one by one, stretching now the back of the thighs as well as the calf muscles. If you want to bring a little swing to the hip, you also get a nice stretch to the hip. Hold your down dog for at least 6 breaths. When you start feeling uncomfortable in your down dog, come back on your knees, widen up your feet or legs apart and sit back to a child's pose, resting the head on the floor, walking the hands away from the body. If you have problem with your knees, you can always bring a blanket under your knees to soften up. Or if you have a problem with your shoulders, you can always bring your arms next to the body and just allow the hips to relax. Here I am breathing through my hip space, so relaxing with every exhalation, all that area through the hips. And while I'm keeping my breath connected, I am same time energizing the body, energizing the brain. So come again to your down dog just to get the feel. So push up as you inhale, relax as you exhale. pushing the heels down a couple of times, keeping your pose for 3 breaths. If you want to go a little bit further, you feel ease here, then stretch up one leg, pushing out through the heel. So getting to 3-legged dog. This way I'll get now a stretch through the leg that is above. If you do one side, practice also to the other side, so you get an equal amount of stretching to both sides. Round your ankle while you have your leg up here, just to ease up the stress from your foot and your ankle, and then bringing both legs back down, equalizing the weight on both legs. From here, walk your feet towards your hands, hanging down, stretching the back of the leg, relaxing the head, and coming out of your pose, inhaling arms up, and exhaling hands in front of the heart. Simple as any. And you can do as many as you wish. Downward facing dog, always there for you. Start your morning, end your day. Do it as a practice between your things, or just do it for the sake of it. Be a happy dog, wiggle the toe, wiggle the tail, and go and fetch a bone when you have time. Namaste.